Texas League Baseball is next. On a beautiful Wednesday night, we're bringing you Texas League Baseball with your star and Jonathan Baker. Thank you, Bob. I thought you was going to say something else, but anyway, that will do. Thank you, my friend. Well, we welcome you to our live Wednesday night broadcast here in the AA Texas League. It is the second game of a 6-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions. Well, tonight is Military Appreciation Night Wednesday, as we salute our veterans and those that serve our country. They're red, white, and blue, and anyway, for San Antonio, we back the blue, such as our police officers, our first responders, a lot of those that serve our communities. Two teams continue the series tomorrow night for our Taco Bell Value Night, as San Antonio will be the Flying Chanclas to San Antonio. Friday night, we continue our play as the Flying Chanclas as we continue our set against Corpus Christi. Saturday will be our post-game fireworks show extravaganza after the game on that evening. And don't forget, on Sunday, we will get ready to conclude our 6-game series at 6:05 p.m. on Sunday night. Road travel day on Monday, as San Antonio will head off to Amarillo for a 6-game set. And back to start off a Tuesday, June 25th against Midland for a 6-game series. That is the 25th through the 30th as we get set for a 6-game series with the Rockhounds. Well, got to say, a beautiful Wednesday night is officially upon us, and got to say, a lot of clouds today, right, Bob?
Yeah, I was thinking we were going to get some rain, and looked like it was going to be storming all day long here at the ballpark, but glad it's a beautiful evening. Boys coming, ready to play ball, and so far we're getting set for this evening's matchup between these two ball clubs.
Gotta say, Bob, can't say that better myself, but anyway, we are here in our pregame show, and so far, what a series win for Corpus Christi as they start the opener of this series, winning last night 4-1 on a Tuesday night.
Well, we see a lot of hard-hit balls for Corpus Christi, and so far they did pretty well in the last night's ball game. And I got to say, they're probably going to look at winning again tonight and hopefully try to catch up and get a lot of work done, because they're down in the last place in the 5th position. With 22-35 for Corpus Christi, San Antonio is 33-23. They're a game and a half against Midland, and they trail that game and a half against the Rockhounds, which tonight they're up in Wichita, so hopefully, if Wichita wins this one and San Antonio could beat Corpus Christi, then pretty much it will be a foot race once again for these two ball clubs. The Rockhounds and Missions, they are two of the most finest teams here in the South Division. And Springfield and Arkansas are in the foot race in the North. And I got to say, Bob, absolutely right. And as we look at it, Springfield is 33-25, Arkansas 32-24. So if Springfield wins against Northwest Arkansas, then they'll continue to hold that position. And if Arkansas beats Tulsa there at DCJ Field, then pretty much it's a foot race. I mean, for our 4 ball clubs, Midland, San Antonio, Springfield, and Arkansas, boy, it is a constant foot race
to claim the first place position here in both the South and North Division. And I got to say, Bob, it's going to be a foot race to the very end. I got to say, John, absolutely right about that. And so far as we all know, that July will most likely be the conclusion after 6 games against Amarillo. And so far, that will be a 4 days off that we get to have. And then the second half begins up in Arkansas for San Antonio. Yeah, I got to say, 3-game set with the Arkansas Travelers, 6 against the Midland Rockhounds. And got to say, we start off on that cherry note looking pretty good. And then back home to take on the Frisco Rough Riders. And yeah, I got to say, it is what it is here in the Texas League. And it's going to be a foot race to see who claims this year's 2024 Texas League pennant and the road to the championship, which that is very important for all these ball clubs as they compete for this year's Texas League title. I got to say, John, absolutely right. You're right about that, and in many ways, very right. Yes. Well, this has been our Texas League pregame show, and so far we now take you on the field as we get ready for this matchup against these two neighbor teams. And so far, our proud sponsor tonight is West Creek Trail Rides, 151 Wiseman Road. And so far, book your reservations today for a 1-hour horseback ride on their beautiful ranch. Love it. Well, our starting pitcher making his way on the mound. Everybody on San Antonio's defense are getting ready to go here tonight. Our starter is a right-hander, Nolan Watson, as he comes in, and he's ready to go for San Antonio, and so far pretty good. Jesus Bastidas coming in for Corpus Christi. And we are about ready for Wednesday night baseball, and 3 magic words, let's get ready to go. You ready? Let's have fun. And right there, that one fouled off. The count now 0-1 as we are underway at 7:15 on this evening. Midland at Wichita, Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Amarillo at Frisco, Arkansas at Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas at Springfield. There's your ball clubs for this evening. So far, everybody's starting 2 games out of their 6-game sets, and hit right there to Ditter as he'll pass the first to Castellon, and that is 1 quick out here in this one. Jordan Brewer coming in as he starts up for the second man on the Corpus Christi roster. What do we know, Bob?
I'm going to say, Jordan Brewer, one of the most finest guys in all of the Houston Astros organization. And so far, hopefully, he's working hard to get that call up to AAA Sugarland pretty soon.
Yeah, I remember a couple years back that Sugarland called themselves the Sugarland Skeeters, which most likely their mascot was a mosquito. They didn't like that very much. And then they transformed the name to the Sugarland Space Cowboys, which, that's a pretty good name. Well, right there, that's going to be line drive, and De La Cruz out there in right field misses it. And he's going to stop at third on a 1-out triple. And boy, good thing it was not a inside the park home run. As pretty much, I don't know what De La Cruz was doing, but he probably had one of them go cuckoo crazy days. Brian Arias, the next batter up for the Hooks. He's the third in the lineup for Corpus Christi. Takes a ball outside the count now, 1-0. Runner at third base. 1-0 count now to Arias.
That one hit high in the air, Castellon in foul grounds. Makes the play, and that is too quick. And that'll bring up the fourth batter, Justin Durden. He coming in and still holding on the third runner there at third base. That one right there and inside the inside corner. And that's a strike, nothing and one. 4-1 yesterday. Corpus Christi takes the first game of our 6-game set here at home. Evidently trying to claim another. They got a lot of road to make up right there, Bob.
They're going to say, as I said before in our pregame show, boy, they are really trailing in last place 22 and 35 for the year.
That's for sure. Hit there to second. Right there to Castellon there at first. And that would do it. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left stranded at third. Well, top half of the first completed as we get ready for the bottom of one for the missions. And it is no score through the top half.
Okay, fans, you're ready to get this go on the road? Here is your friend, Jalapeno. Oh, what are they doing? They're going to play musical chairs?
I guess so, Bob.
Yep. Oh no. There's somebody going down.
Oh, yeah, they're going down pretty good.
Okay, there's 2 chairs left. Yep. Little girl.
Nope, that's not a little girl. That's a boy.
Oh, he's got long hair.
Yeah, that's an insult.
Oh, man. They're fighting over one chair, and oh, man, there he goes. Yep, he's down.
Ouch. Well, I'm guessing we know who that winner is. That's going to be the little boy. And he's tonight's winner of our musical chairs.
Yes, thank you, John, for all that. And, yep, do apologize about saying he was a little girl, but all knowingly, he had that long hair.
Well, for that long hair, we bring you our new sponsor of San Antonio Missions Baseball. And it is a pretty good haircut place. Great clips. And so far, they're going to be our proud sponsor for San Antonio Missions Baseball. If you get a coupon, make sure you use that for a free haircut courtesy of Great Clips. About ready to go for the bottom half of the first inning for the Missions. And Jaden Murray will be called upon to pitch for Corpus Christi. As we know the scouting report, he's got a fastball up to 96 miles an hour. And so far, he can use that fastball anytime he wants.
Yeah, for sure, but John, it's really good.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for your San Antonio Missions, left fielder Corey Howell. Well, I take a code strike right there, and the count now 0-1. Well, leftover clouds from what is our thunderstorm activity. Evidently, that one's inside for a code strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Howell. And that one is chopped foul. The count now is 0-2. Boy, what a beautiful night for this ball game, right, Bob?
I gotta say, absolutely right.
That looks like it's about going down up the center, and that's a base knock.
Boy, and he just comes in and says, I'm going to hit that one, and he sure did. Well, Marcos Castillon coming in for your good guys. Runner at first, nobody out. That one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Castillon averages 391 over a 419. He's had a couple home runs, even for San Antonio.
That's a ball.
That one outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Also, our visitors tonight, Lavernia Church of Christ. Stockdale Church of Christ welcomes y'all in. Boy, got our church groups, youth groups coming in. Summer vacation time as well. Church camps going on, but a lot out there in Bandera. 3-1 the count now as the next batter is on deck. And that one's going to be right there. And the count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Castillon goes down. And they get a strikeout. Center fielder is Joshua Mears. Boy, after the strikeout against Castillon, oh, he sure goes down for the first out of the inning. Well, I gotta say, that's really not smart. He had an advantage of that 3-1 count, and he sure did. It's going to be right there, and it's going to be foul. Well, I tell you, that almost looked fair to me, looking down that right field line. Yeah, it sure did. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, boy, that gets under the shortstop, and that's another hit for San Antonio. Boy, all they have to do is keep hitting like that, and that's going to be really good to see something happen. Hopefully, a win for San Antonio tonight would be really good. Right fielder Michael De La Cruz coming in for the Missions here tonight. 2-1, 1 away, bottom of the first inning. That one high and outside, 1-1. Boy, I hope they could try to get this ball game in their favor tonight and claim the 34th of the season. That means Midland and San Antonio would be tied up in the foot race, for sure. 2 balls, 1 strikes to De La Cruz. And a pitch. And that's going to be lifted, crushed high in the air. Boy, howdy. It's gone. Michael De La Cruz. Santa Maria. Tattoos it right out of here. And the 3 runs come in. Boy, blistered that ball out of here. Yeah, he sure did. He's like, I found me an opening. I'm going to whack the dang crud out of it. Yeah, he sure did. Third baseman Graham Polly coming in as he takes a ball outside. The count now 1-0. Our score, San Antonio 3, Corpus Christi nothing. Bottom of the first inning. And if you are listening to us on the radio, you probably have us dialed in, or you're watching us on the First Pitch app or YouTube Live. 3-0 our score. San Antonio whacks the 3-run shot by Michael De La Cruz. What a terrific guy, and hopefully with that 3 runs, he'd be put on the ballot for this year's Gold Glove winner. The designated hitter, Kai Murphy, getting ready to go. So anyway, go to your box office and pick up a ballot and vote for your San Antonio Missions. And yep, you get to choose one great candidate. Right there, high fly in the air. Boy, that's going to go, and it's right to the wall as he hits it. Another shot at this 3-run home run by Michael De La Cruz. 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors. And we head for the second inning coming up, and it's a 3-0 San Antonio lead. Kennedy Corona will strike up top of the second inning for Corpus Christi when we come back here in Texas League Baseball. It's the San Antonio Missions 3, Corpus Christi nothing. We now head for the top of the second inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Kennedy Corona steps in for Corpus Christi as we get things ready for the top of the second. And a pitch. Right there and in. That's a strike. Down low, close to the dirt even. So the count now 0-1 to Corona. The 0-1. That one is outside. Boy, way outside the zone. So the count now even at 1-1. Here's pitch. And that one fouled off. And the count now 1-2. Well, earlier in this ball game, we'll go ahead and give you some scores in the AA Texas League shortly. Here's pitch. Right there, strike 3, and Corona down on strikes, as that will be the first strikeout for Watson. Pretty good right there. Jacob Melton coming in as he's the 6th hitter for the Hooks. And boy, right there at the knees, that's a cold strike, and a count now 0-1. Got a lot of fast cars going on US Highway 90 here, going towards Del Rio and San Antonio. Well, outside downtown San Antonio, that is. Yeah, Bob, I got to say that this highway, extremely busy through the morning and afternoon, and by the time we get to ball game time and stuff. And so far, got to say, just one of them things. That one hit high in the air, and that's going to land right in front of Mears on the base knock up to center.
the third baseman, number 13, Tyler Whitaker.
Oh, that'll bring up the first baseman, Tyler Whitaker. Taco Bell double play, and boy, there's one. And they get them both. Taco Bell double play. They apply the tag and they throw to first. An easy one at fact. Well, we go to the bottom of 2. No score, no runs, no hits, no errors for Corpus Christi, and nobody left. 2.5 as San Antonio holds the lead 3-0.
We now head to the bottom of the second right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in for San Antonio. Murray delivers down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, got our scores, and yes, do have a couple of finalized scores here tonight. Northwest Arkansas beats Springfield. Final score 7-2. Final there in Tulsa, boy, 2-0 shutout against the Arkansas Travelers. We are bottom of 2 here. 3-0 San Antonio against Corpus Christi. Well, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2. Next, this batter, Lucas Dunn, the second baseman, as Ray Patrick Ditter, the shortstop, coming on the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-2. That one is outside the changeup. He loses him on ball 4. And boy, he will take the base. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in as he takes one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wichita leads Midland 2-0 there at the porch. 2-0 Rough Riders against the Sod Poodles there at Statesman's Park. So pretty good right there. That is up to short, the second for 1. They get them both. So 2 away on a 6-4-3 double play, and the walk will not come back to haunt them, as that will pretty much be a ground ball. The 9-hole batter, catcher is Brandon Valenzuela, as he comes in for San Antonio. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to short. And they'll get him easily, so that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. A walk inherited. And we head for the top of the 3rd inning. San Antonio leads at 3-0. Tommy Sacco Jr. will kick things off when we start up the 3rd inning for Corpus Christi. 3-0 San Antonio in this ball game. About ready for the top of the 3rd right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Tommy Sacco Jr., the next batter up for Corpus Christi. And ready to go. The pitch. Right there and inside for the code strike. It's 0-1. Deal 1. That one right there and in. That's counting now 0-2. Well, I gotta say, pretty good as Tulsa gets the 30th of their wins. So Drillers 30 and 29 of the year. Northwest Arkansas, 27 and 32. Or, correction, 26 and 31. I do apologize. Looking at that wrong, but I will say 26 and 31 for Northwest Arkansas. Springfield, 33 and 26. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that one is outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. And that's going to be hit to second baseman Dunn. He'll flip to Castellon there at first, and that's a quick out, number 1. CJ Stubbs coming in as he's tonight's Corpus Christi catcher. 1 away, nobody on. That one down and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One-0 delivery. Right there and inside, that's a strike. And the count now 1-1. Boy, still a 3-0 ball game here for San Antonio as all the 3 runs have been by the right fielder Michael De La Cruz. Boy, he just put that one over the wall, and so far I'd be voting for him if any means necessary. You know, I think I'd be voting for him too. Yep, so anyway, guess we'll get our ballots and vote for the guy up there in right field, Michael De La Cruz. Field 1. That one high and outside, it's 1-1. You know, through the past 3 years that we've done Texas League Baseball, we've had a lot of good San Antonio players that went up to the majors. Right there to Pauly, and flips it across the diamond to Castellon, and that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody on base. 3.5 complete this evening, and it's a 3-0 San Antonio lead. We go back to the top of the Missions lineup, start the bottom of the 3rd inning. When we come back, it's 3-0 Missions.
We're back for the bottom of the third inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, I gotta say, Bob, it's pretty good that we know that during the 2021 first draft pick, Brian De La Cruz played in right field. And gotta say, he is the brother of Michael De La Cruz, and gotta say, that's pretty good and stuff. Well, we got our former San Antonio Missions during the 2021 season, and that is former shortstop C.J. Abrams, former second baseman Matthew Batten, former catcher Winston Sawyer. Bree Burrell was in right field. Jason Vila, the hot corner third baseman. Fisher Asuncion, the DH, usually got moved from Double-A Springfield to San Antonio as he had a free agency to be drafted almost anywhere they wanted him. Chris Muriel and Jason Whitaker and Scott Rode, which was pretty good for our former San Antonio Missions. So all those guys that were here pretty much got called up to the majors, San Diego Padres, and been 3 years after that 2021 season opener there at Corpus Christi. And gotta say, that was pretty much a long time ago and stuff. But anyway, gotta say, it's nice to see those boys on the road and always good. Well, we now head for the bottom of the third inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network, and we start up the top of the lineup. Left fielder Corey Howell steps in. And that one is right there and in for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. That one inside the corner. Boy, howdy. Count now 0-2. And that one's going to be right there up the right. That's a base hit. Boy, one base hit after another, and then the 3-run shot by Michael De La Cruz. His brother, former Corpus Christi right fielder, which was Brian De La Cruz. So pretty much the De La Cruzes are brothers for both San Antonio and Corpus Christi. No balls, one strike to Marcos Castillon, the first baseman, as he fouls that one off. The count now 0-2. And the pitch. That one high fly in the air and a souvenir to the right field area. Well, little kids chasing that one. And the 0-2. And that one is high in the air up the left, and that is on the warning track. A little more higher, and it would have been a 2-run shot for San Antonio. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Joshua Mears. 1 for 1. As he swings and misses at the initial offering for a taking cold strike. It's 0-1. That one outside, it's even up at 1-1. West Creek Trail Rides are proud sponsor of Missions Baseball, Whataburger, Henry's Puffy Tacos. Pretty good right there. That one hit to second, and they get them 2, as that will be grounded into a double play that gets them out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on.
To the fourth we go. San Antonio up 3-0. Jordan Brewer leads things off. Top of the fourth inning for Corpus Christi. And so far, we're just super excited for more Missions baseball when we come back. So, Texas League scores continues through our 6 remaining ball clubs that are playing this evening. And we'll be right back to give you those scores right after this. Now head for the bottom of the fourth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Wrong. It's top of 4, you donkey. Yeah. Jordan Brewer coming in for Corpus Christi as we get things started for the fourth. Hey, I know donkey. What are you talking about? Well, what does a donkey noise make there, Bob? Oh. Yeah, there you go. Now you do sound like an actual donkey. Yeah, what was that? Oh, man. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jordan Brewer. That's a swing and a miss. The count now 1-2. Who's playing that Peter Griffin out there on the thing? Yeah, a lot of people can hear that. You know that, Bob? I gotta say, I just love to have fun with this thing. And right there, strike 3. Get them chasing. That is 1 away.
The first baseman, Brian.
Well, Brian Arias coming in. Okay, Bob. I know you love to play with that and put it on the intercom, but we are busy tonight. And a lot of fans are probably wondering, what the heck is that noise? No balls, 1 strike, the pitch. And right 2. And the count now 0-2. Boy, we remember good old C.J. Abrams. Boy, Dre Overstreet, Tirso Ornales, and Jerry Keel. Lake Bacher still on the San Antonio lineup. He's been with the Missions for almost 4 years, being in the AA Texas League, and has never been called up to the majors as of yet. I wonder why. I don't know, Bob. That's a question I keep asking myself a lot. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss, boy, getting him chasing off that fastball. And the count now 0-2 to Justin Durden. I hope got his name right. Yes, I do. And the 0-2. And that one hit to short. Deader will have it. Passes to it. Castillon as he makes the play for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Corpus Christi. We're 4.5. 3-0 our score. San Antonio leads this one. The 3-run homer, Michael De La Cruz, coming for the bottom of the fourth inning, right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
We now head to the bottom of the fourth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, gotta say, we have former Missions from also 2021. Aggie Rosario, Esturi Ruiz, Michael Cantu, Tyler Malone, Ben Ruda, Robert Hassel, and Joshua Mears. Mears playing in center field tonight. And boy, he's been with San Antonio for already 4.5 years. And that one is high and outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The 3-run homer, which is De La Cruz. And that one right there outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom of the fourth there at the porch. Wichita tied up against Midland. That one 2-1. Frisco leads the ball game. They're in the fourth inning right now. Sod Poodles up to bat. 5-0 to score. Rough Riders have that 5-0. And right there, strike 3. Boy, get him out chasing. And for the strikeout, De La Cruz goes down, first one in the order. Third baseman Graham Polly grounded out 0 for 1. And a pitch. That one is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Still a 3-0 ball game. San Antonio getting that 3, and that's going to be line drive up to right field. That's a base hit. Boy, and pretty good right there. And oh man, that's a beautiful shot by a third base side. It is a beautiful night, right, Bob?
I gotta say, absolutely gorgeous for this game, and well, it's gonna be pretty for the next couple of nights ahead, and so far we do have a couple of rain chances.
Well, I guess through the overnight on Thursday, Friday, and even possible into Saturday. Well, we've seen it Monday getting rain. Yeah, I know. It was coming down cats and dogs, I would say. High in the air, in the right field. And boy, that is out number 2.
The batter number 22, second baseman, Lucas.
Second baseman Lucas Dunn inherited that walk back in the second inning. And the pitch. And that one's lifted high in the air up to right field. And it will land foul. No balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be right there up to second. And they'll get him easily. And that ends 4 innings here this evening. On now to the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors for San Antonio. And it's still a 3-0 ball game for the Missions. Top of the 5th inning, Kennedy Corona coming in for Corpus Christi. And it's a 3-0 San Antonio lead.
Now ahead for the bottom of the top of the 5th inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, again, you almost screwed up right there, Bob. I gotta say sorry about that. High fly in the air up to left field. Howell camped under, makes a play for the out.
Now that designated hitter, Jacob.
Jacob Milton is 1 for 1 single in the second. He's ready to go. And a pitch. That one right there and inside for a cold strike, and that's 0-1. 36 strikes, 7 balls. Total of 43 for our starter, Watson, here tonight. And a pitch. That one fouled off. The count now 0-2. 0-2 one more time. And that is fouled off. And he'll see another. Oh, 2 one more time. High in the air, Howell up there in the left field. And there is out number 2. He gets 2 of those up to left.
The third baseman,
2 quick outs.
Whitaker.
Tyler Whitaker grounded out in the second inning, 0 for 1. And a pitch. Right there and inside for a cold strike. And it's 0-1. Yeah, our former missions like Peter Van Gansen, Josh Naylor, Ty France. All those guys getting up into free agencies. So far scattered throughout the majors. Tommy Sacco Jr., 0 for 1. Pretty nice to getting into free agencies there, John. Yeah, sure is. When you get into free agencies, it's pretty good that they get you transferred up to almost anywhere in the Major League's farm systems. They could trade you to the San Diego Padres, the Oakland Athletics, the Kansas City Royals, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Texas Rangers, almost anywhere in the major leagues. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, 2 away, and that one is outside, 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, you gotta say, John, absolutely right about what you said about that. It sure is. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away, runner at first. And that one in the inside corner for a coach strike, and that's 2-2. One more time. Swing and a miss. Get him on the changeup, and he goes down. No runs, no hits, no errors for this top half. So on now to bottom of the 5th when we come back, and it is a 3-0 San Antonio lead. Shortstop Ray Patrick Ditter coming in for the bottom of the 5th inning when we come back, and it's a 3-0 score for San Antonio. We now head to the bottom of the fifth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Ray Patrick Ditter coming in for the Missions. Wow, Bob, you finally got it right. So pretty good right there. But that one in the count now, 0-1. Boy, sun going down on a beautiful night like this, and that's the count now, 0-2. Just love beautiful days like this, right, Bob? I gotta say, I'm right with you. Whoa! Boy, that one nearly took his head off. Couple inches more and he would have got pelted in the head. That's a line drive center field base hit. And that'll bring in the number 9 hole batter, catcher Brandon Valenzuela. He takes one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. And boy, that's going to be right there. And they get one. They don't get the other, but anyway, another runner will take place of the first base area. They try to overturn a double play. Back to the top of the San Antonio lineup, stepping in Corey Howell. As he fouls that one off, the count now 0-1. 2 for 2 and 2 singles. Run for Howell. The 0-1. Outside, and that'll even up 1-1. The 1-1. And that one, line foul. And the count now 1-2. Here's pitch. That one lifted high in the air up to right. And that will go foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Runner at first and 1 away. Bottom of the 5th. 3-0 San Antonio. And that's going to be right there. Step on the bag for 1. And again, the same opposite of trying to overturn a double play. Instead, you get 1, but then 1 runner is safe. Then you get another ground ball. Same thing. Marcos Castellon coming in, and 2 runners at first base. They both get tagged out at second base on a potential double play attempt. Right there, a swing and a miss. The count now 0-2. Wichita takes the lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-run shot. So it is 4-2 against Midland. 6-0 Rough Riders, bottom of the 4th inning. Boy, 1 run comes in across to score for Frisco. And that one swing and a miss, and that ends 5 to plate here this evening. Well, no runs, couple of hits, no errors, 1 left. As we head for the 6th inning, coming up, 3-0 San Antonio. We're back here for CJ Stubbs. As we go 9-1-2, Stubbs, Bastidas, and Brewer will lead off the top of the 6th inning when we come back for Missions Baseball. We're now head for the top of the sixth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. CJ Stubbs, 9-1-2 due up for Corpus Christi. Coming in as he takes a strike inside for the count now 0-1. Well, Bob, I gotta say, our two new shows, Horseback Riding Adventures and Love's New Series, premieres in 85 days from now. Boy, pitch clock violation, as that one is 1-1. The new series, Love's New Series, the sequel Series 2 coming at 6 o'clock on that evening, starting Friday, September 6th. 3-episode series premiere. And then it's what we all been waiting for. It's the Season 2 premiere of Horseback Riding Adventures at 7:30. All new episodes coming this fall, starting Friday, September 6th. Jesus Bastidas coming in as we're ready to go, swing and a miss. The count now 0-1. And the pitch right there fouls that one off. The count now 0-2. Well, that high fly ball went to Michael De La Cruz to get the 9-hole batter for Corpus Christi. And that one's going to be hit high in the air, and that's another one to De La Cruz.
The center fielder, number 12, Jordan Brewer.
Well, that'll bring in Jordan Brewer now, 1 for 2 triple in the first. Why no, a 3-up, 3-down innings, and so far a 3-0 shutout continues. Watson has 7 total pitches in this half inning. If they can hold this game 3-0 for San Antonio, then the player of the game will go to Michael De La Cruz for the 3-run shot. 0-2. That one fouled off. The count now still remaining at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Right there, strike 3. And boy, number 12 is not happy about that as he goes back to the bullpen. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for Corpus Christi. As we head for the bottom of the 6th inning, it is 3-0 San Antonio. We now head to the bottom of the sixth inning right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Jairo Solis getting his call up to the mound. Corpus Christi will call him up to be in the pitch in relief.
Leading off for the mission.
So Joshua Mears will greet him up first as we get set for the bottom of the home inning for the sixth, and the count now 0-1 as he takes that one inside. Boy, a big night for San Antonio. They win this one against Corpus Christi. They could claim the 34th and tie up against Midland.
That's the way.
That one is high and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Solis is talking to the home plate umpire, Jeff Andrews, and he's wondering where that one is. Well, I could give you some insight on where that one was, and I would say that one was pretty much high and outside. And he didn't get the call either, so pretty much on that one, it's not in his favor. Well, here's our 3-run shot, Michael De La Cruz. Boy, look at this boy. He really whacked it over in the first inning for San Antonio. Boy takes a ball, and the count now 1-0. Jacob Delapio and Max Roberts, a righty and a lefty, warming up for Corpus Christi. 4-2 Wichita against Midland there at the porch. Rough Riders to lead 6-0. Top of the 5th inning for Amarillo, and boy, they still trail just the 6 runs. So 3-0 San Antonio against Corpus Christi, and boy, De La Cruz goes down on strikes.
The third baseman.
And that'll bring up the third baseman, Graham Polly. FB got 2 more days left of the week, Thursday and Friday. Come join us for weekend baseball against Corpus Christi, and fireworks show on Saturday, a Sunday night game at 6:05, but we are moving that up to 7:05. So hope you guys will come in and have a good night on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to the third baseman, Graham Polly. And that one's going to be hit to first, and he'll take it himself for the out. 6 complete here on this Wednesday night. And it's on now to the 7th as Arias, Durden, and Corona, 3, 4, 5, lead off the 7th. When we come back, it's 3-0 San Antonio. We now start the top of the 7th right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Brian Arias coming in for Corpus Christi.
as we start up the 7th inning. Change up inside, the count now 0-1. Boy, just a beautiful night for all of us here in South Texas, right, Bob?
Yeah, I gotta say, absolutely.
Well, that's going to be line drive, and boy, that's going to get down for extra bases. Going to first, going to second, and Arias is going for 3. And he's got a no-out triple.
Boy, gotta say, he was really flying around the bases. Looked like he had a piano on his back.
Yeah, no kidding. In now, Justin Durden. Arias at third base, and that is fouled off. The count now 0-1.
Wouldn't you be surprised if they could get out of this half inning with holding off that runner there at third?
Well, Bob, I will say a miracle needs to happen, and getting 3 outs is most needed. That one fouled off. The count now 0-2. Couple strikeouts are needed. A couple ground balls. That one down and in for the changeup. The count now 1-2. One and two, and that will dust him off the plate. And the 2-2. That one changed up and fouled. Two balls, 2 strikes to pitch. And that's going to be lifted right there. And it gets down. The run in to score, and boy, the shutout has ended. As now it's a 3-1 ball game. And that'll bring up Kennedy Corona. Strikeout, fly out, 0 for 2. Boy, 6-1 as Rough Riders lead 5 against Amarillo. Here's a pitch. That one is high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. Boy, 72 for Nathan Watson. And they get them both. Oh, man. Boy, that's a double play. Oh, boy. He should have never got out of first base in range of that play. Jacob Melton coming in. No, you kill a bird with 2 stones. Or you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Boy, I gotta say, that's just absolutely gorgeous right there. No balls, 1 strike to Melton. And fouled off. The count now 0-2. Boy, that's a Taco Bell double play. Favor of that, everybody in tonight's attendance getting those 2 crispy tacos courtesy of that double play. And pretty good right there. Count now 0-2, still hanging on to Melton. We'll see a new pitcher starting the 8th inning off for Corpus Christi. And still hanging on 0-2. 77 as Watson, 7 2/3 innings. And that's going to be right there, line drive. That's a base hit. And right there is that's a 2-out double.
Well, you gotta say, he really hit that ball hard on the screws, and I was thinking it was a little bit more out of here. He would have had another
Another home run. Well, timeout is being called as here comes the manager. And it looks like Nolan Watson will be out of the game. So that will do. Lake Bacher is going to get the call for San Antonio. Watson did his duty, and now they're going to have to hold this 2-run lead for the Missions. So 3-1 our score as Lake Bacher is being called upon to pitch in relief. And a scouting report says that 95 mile an hour on that fastball. That's pretty good. He's got a changeup, a curveball, a 4-seam, a 2-seam fastball. And the pitch. That one right there in the end for the code strike, and it's 0-1. 1 for 2, a single in the 5th by Tyler Whitaker. Boy, pretty good right there. The 0-1. And that one is inside for a code strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that one fouled off, and he'll see another. 7th inning stretch coming up next. In our next break of this broadcast. And ready to go. The 0-2. Right there, strike 3. Change up, get him inside the inside corner, and that will do it. So Lake Bacher getting out and getting things started as we now head for the bottom of the 7th, and let's get up a stretch. We take you out to the ball game on this evening. San Antonio holds 2 runs against Corpus Christi. Let's see if they can hold off a little bit longer. As we head for the bottom of the 7th, the designated hitter, Kai Murphy, coming in for San Antonio. And our new score is the Missions 3, Corpus Christi 1.
Now head for the bottom of the seventh, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, after the seventh inning stretch, we're now back on our Wednesday night live stream of Texas League Baseball as the designated hitter Kai Murphy steps in. Fouls that one off. The count now 0-2. Boy, gotta say, pretty good on that one. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be up the middle to center. That's a base hit.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Lucas.
Well, Lucas Dunn coming in as we're ready to go. And that one out. They peel the call as that was outside the zone, but it called for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that's back up to the mound. They get one. And they do not get them there at first, so they'll get the out at second. So the shortstop is Ray Patrick Ditter. 1 for 2. He singled last in the fifth inning. Runner at first and one away here in this one. Pitch. Fouled off on the slider, and the count now 0-1. Runner at first, 3-1 our score. San Antonio leads the 2. And that's going to be right there. And they'll get out number 2 on the play there at first. And they will not look at second for the potential double play. Well, Brandon Valenzuela coming in. Runner at second now, 2 away. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. And the pitch. And that one inside for a strike. And it's 0-1. The 1. And that one is lifted high in the air up to center. And that will do it. 7 innings come and go. And we're up to the 8th inning as the Missions hold a 2-run lead against Corpus Christi. And we'll see what happens in the last 2 of these innings. We got Tommy Sacco Jr. leading things off as we head for the 8th inning coming up. Our San Antonio Missions 3, Corpus Christi 1. We now head for the top of the eighth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Tommy Sacco Jr. coming in as get things ready. Top of the eighth, ready to get underway. That curveball down and in, 1 ball, no strikes. 10,439 in tonight's attendance. Boy, packed a full house this evening. And that one is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Right there and in for a taking code strike, and it's 2-1. Two and one. Here's the pitch. That one down and in to 3-1. CJ Stubbs on deck for Corpus Christi. And the pitch. That one high fly and foul, and that will load up 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. High in the air, third baseman Polly will get it, and he's got one away.
Now batter, catcher,
CJ Stubbs coming in 0 for 2. And the pitch. Right there and in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Top of the eighth inning, 3-1 San Antonio in this game. Still hanging on just shy of those 2 runs. And hopefully that they do not let Michael De La Cruz down on those runs. Right there, strike 3. And that is 2 away. The Hooks down to their final 4 outs of this ball game, and Jesus Bastidas coming in. He's ready to go. The pitch. That one fouled off. The count now 0-1. Don't forget, tomorrow, Taco Bell Value Night. Flying Chanclas coming back in this homestand. Thursday and Friday night games. Pretty good. 0-1. Right there and in. For a code strike, it's 0-2. Nothing and 2, the pitch. That one hit high in the air, foul. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that one hit high in the air, and that one won't be able to get reached out. So still hanging on at 0-2. The pitch. That one down and in. And the count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. That one fouled off again, and boy, just still hanging on for dear life as Jesus Bastidas trying to look for another high fly to get him going. That one again fouls off. Boy, and he hasn't found one yet that he would like. 1-2, one more time. High in the air. Second baseman Dunn gets into right field and makes the play for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Corpus Christi. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's a 3-1 score for San Antonio as they lead by 2. So we go back to the top of the lineup as we hit the bottom of the 8th inning on this Wednesday night. And it's 3-1 San Antonio. Now ahead for the bottom of the eighth inning right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, top of the lineup now, Corey Howell, the left fielder, stepping in for San Antonio. And the pitch. That one hit to second. Boy, that's a easy kickoff play there at first, and that is one away. Howell goes down as the first out of the inning. Marcos Castillon coming in for the Missions. And that's going to be right there, and that's in for a strike and a count 0-1. We're getting dark on this Wednesday night. Boy, I gotta say, probably getting tired and just cannot wait for a good night rest after this one. Well, that is another strikeout for Corpus Christi Jairo Solis. Center fielder is Joshua Mears. He comes in. 3 outs and collecting the win, and that one right there, 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, probably there in Tulsa, there, DCJ Field, 12:05. First pitch of the ball game against LA Dodgers, Tulsa, and Seattle Mariners, Arkansas. Boy, just glad we probably don't have any more day games. And probably not a lot in the first and second half, but evidently there will be more as we get into the second half of this year. That one high fly in the air up to right field, and that's going to be caught for the out, and that will do. Well, 8 innings here tonight as we get ready for the 9th inning, and it's a 3-1 San Antonio lead. We're back for more Texas League baseball as we head for the 9th inning. As Jordan Brewer, Brian Arias, and Justin Durden will lead off the last of the 9th inning. Back for more right after this. About ready for the top of the ninth inning right here in the Missions Baseball Network. Well, 3 outs remain for Corpus Christi here tonight. Jordan Brewer lead things off. As he takes one inside for a strike and the count 0-1. Boy, gotta say, just 3 outs are needed for San Antonio to get the 34th. High in the air, Castellon there at first. And that is out number 1. We're doing pretty good right there. That'll bring up Brian Arias. 1 for 3, tripled and a run. It's time up. Swing and a miss, and that's count now 0-1. The 0-1. And that's a line drive up to center field. That's a base hit. Boy, a double play would end this game right here, right now. And that'll bring up Justin Durden as he comes in. And right there, boy, another base hit. And that'll bring up Kennedy Corona. Boy, 2-1, 1 away. And right there for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, get him down. And the count now 0-2. Well, I tell you what, the Missions need this win. And hopefully they will get it by tonight. Well, hopefully they can hold off Corpus Christi for another 2 outs. And that's all they would be needing in that one. No balls, 2 strikes to count to Kennedy Corona. Here's the pitch. Right there, high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. And that one fouled off. The count now still hanging on at 1-2. One and 2. Fouls that one off, and he'll see another. Well, hopefully they can protect Michael De La Cruz as the lead on the 3 runs. So he's got 2 that they have to protect on him. Pitch. That one high in the air. Valenzuela shy of the home plate area, and that is out number 2. Well, 1 more to go, and so far that'll bring up Jacob Melton, who was 2 for 3. And a pitch. Right there and in, that's a strike. And the count now 0-1. The 0-1. And that one hit the dun. That will do it. And the Missions win it. That's 3 runs, hold up pretty good. 2 of it is all Michael De La Cruz, as he'll be tonight's player of the game for San Antonio. And boy, a win goes to Nolan Watson. And the save, Lake Bacher. The loss is Jaden Murray. And so far for this broadcast here tonight, it was a fun evening. Wouldn't you say, Bob? I got to say, absolutely. On that one, it was a fun night for all of us. Lo and behold, the Missions win their 34th. And due to the 3-run shot by
right fielder Michael De La Cruz. That was a pretty good night thus far. So back for more right after this from our proud speaker. And here he is.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Missions. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Hooks, 1 run, 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, gotta say, what a night of festivities this one has been. And gotta say, it was one of the nights that 3-run shot. It was a Michael De La Cruz. And he's got the 3 RBIs well earned in his favor. Which, that one was awesome. Well, gotta say, we are just super excited that this night is over, and so far, we're just happy that all of us are headed home, and we're gonna say goodnight until tomorrow when we meet up again at 7:05 for Game 3 of our 6-game series. Well, it's Taco Bell Value Night tomorrow night as the San Antonio Missions changing their name to the Flying Chanclas, taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks. Friday we'll continue our Flying Chanclas, and so far Saturday it will be a fireworks show after Friday or Saturday night's game. I do apologize. But anyway, Saturday night you will be able to watch the best fireworks show courtesy of our friends there at West Creek Trail Rides. Sunday night we'll wrap up the series, and Monday night will be a road travel night for our San Antonio Missions. They head up to Amarillo to take on the Amarillo Sod Poodles in a 6-game set before returning home and taking on Midland. So that's going to be pretty good. Well, for all of us, our final score, San Antonio 3-1. For the Missions, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. And for Corpus Christi, 1-8-0. Nolan Watson being a player of the game, but it should have been Michael De La Cruz as he hit the 3-run shot here in this ball game during the bottom of the first inning for the Missions. Watson is also the winner on the mound for San Antonio, as, boy, he had 6 and 2/3 innings worth of being in this ball game, and pretty good. Lake Bacher gets the save. Jaden Murray will take the loss for Corpus Christi. And for our outstanding crew here tonight, I hope everybody has a safe travel home on this Wednesday night. Well, gotta say, we gotta go, and boy, it looks like the Rough Riders putting a spanking on Amarillo. So, boy, the Rough Riders will tie up against Midland and San Antonio, as they'll be 34, 10-1. And that's not even funny when you look at it. It's really starting to get them good. So Rough Riders 34-24. And for Amarillo, it's 26-33. Now we get one more stop, and we got to take a look at Midland at Wichita. No, okay, so it looks like the Wind Surge winning their 25th against Midland. So, gotta say, that was a pretty good night worth of baseball, and so far everybody has played. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow at 6:45 in the evening as we bring you our pregame show of what we're having for a Thursday night. Well, Flying Chocolate night tomorrow night, and so far for all of us, boy, gotta say it is a 3-team now for Midland, San Antonio, and Frisco. So if any of these 3 teams try to win, like Corpus Christi beats San Antonio, and we'll say that would be bad enough right there, as that would put them down. And if Midland or Frisco wins, then that'll definitely put San Antonio in the 3rd place position. Well, it's a battle, and tomorrow night going to be an even more bigger battle. But anyway, if Midland beats Wichita, they will continue their 1st place trend, and San Antonio still hanging on to the 2nd place. Frisco 3rd, and Amarillo and Corpus Christi hanging on to the 4 and 5 spots. Springfield, Arkansas, Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas, and Wichita, those are the teams that are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down in order. And so far, that's where everything is. For our entire crew here in MLB Network and for the San Antonio Missions, our final 3-1 against Corpus Christi. We'll see y'all tomorrow for our live broadcast at 6:45 p.m. right here on the channel. For all of us, we say good night, God bless, and we'll see you again soon. Have a good night.